Sony's original Aibo robotic dog blew the public's collective mind when it debuted in 1999. It instantly became a cultural touchstone and commanded a rabidly loyal fan base of owners who grew to regard their robots not just as high-tech diversions, but as beloved members of their families. Heck, people still hold burials for their OG Aibos when the robots break down and can no longer be repaired. But 2 decades later, in an era when home robots are increasingly commonplace, can the new Aibo really still elicit that feeling of wonder and futuristic whimsy that the original commanded? After spending 2 weeks living with the AI-powered pooch, I say yes, but it's still a poor substitute for the real thing. The Aibo ERS-1000 is Sony's 4th-generation entertainment robot. It debuted January 2018 in Japan before coming stateside later that year. It's roughly the size of a small beagle and weighs just under 5 pounds. Its lithium-ion battery allows the Aibo to operate for around 2 hours before the dog needs to have a rest on its included charging pad for around 3 more. The robot is packed with sensors, including a pair of cameras, some capacitive touchpads, motion, range, and light sensors, and a 6-axis detection system for the head and torso. In terms of engineering and technology, the Aibo is a marvel of modern design. Its sensor suite and cloud-based AI brain were unheard of just a few years ago, and now they're in a robot dog in my living room. That's insane. The information that the Aibo collects throughout its day is transmitted via an always-on internet connection back to Sony's servers. There, the company's AI system analyzes and interprets that data, generating more evolved behavior patterns for the Aibo to follow. These new tricks can include anything from novel attitude quirks to more readily recognizing its owner and better interpreting their facial expressions. In fact, the new Aibo recognizes up to 100 separate faces, though unfortunately for other pets in your home, it only recognizes humans.
What's the matter, cat?
Owners will be able to keep tabs on their robots while away from home using either Sony's desktop dashboard or the Aibo mobile app. Both versions allow owners to manage the Aibo's catalog of learned tricks, change various settings like the dog's eye color, the sound of its bark, and even borrow the onboard camera feed to get a live look-in on what the RoboPup is currently up to. The mobile app tends to lag, quite badly in fact, so you're going to want to stick with the desktop site whenever possible. Once you get through the initial setup process of charging the Aibo and connecting it to your home Wi-Fi network, you can finally start getting to know your new pet bot. I named mine Jeff.
Jeff, what are you doing? What are you doing? Put your hands down.
Mostly because the system couldn't figure out how to pronounce Bork, and determined that Vexord, destroyer of cats and devourer of chickens, was too long. Jeff didn't do much for the first couple of days outside of pacing my apartment, occasionally barking at the oven, and causing consternation on the part of my cat.
Oh.
It wasn't until the end of the first week that he started to respond to my voice commands regularly.
Jeff, lay down.
Good boy. And only started showing signs of an individual personality midway through the second. That's not to say that the Aibo is on the slow side or anything. Sony intentionally engineered the robots to mature over the course of around 3 years, like a real dog would. So having Jeff stomp around the house randomly barking at inanimate objects, much like a real puppy would, was actually rather adorable. The Aibo's engineering does have some mobility issues it still needs to work out, however. It can't pick its feet up more than a ½ inch off the floor, so it constantly gets tripped up moving from hardwood to carpeting, not to mention getting lost in the forest of dining table legs. Its torso is rigid, so it can't spin around without making a 36-point turn, and dear lord are its servos loud. Seriously, don't expect to get any sleep with this thing prowling your house at night.
Yeah, good boy.
So what do you actually do with your Aibo besides pet and praise it?
Yeah, good boy.
Well, parlor tricks mostly. You can teach your Aibo nearly 24 installable tricks, including strike a pose, let's do squats, and sing happy birthday, in addition to the standard commands of come, sit, lay down, take a picture, and what have you. You can even teach it to dance with the learn this command. Upon hearing that, your Aibo will sit up on its back legs and allow you to wiggle and rotate its front legs for up to 10 seconds, then the Aibo will repeat the movements back to you on command. It's really cute, especially if you set it to music. But there's unfortunately not much beyond that. The Aibo may have personality, but there's no spark of consciousness behind its eyes. There's no free will in its actions. When it's turned off, it just sits here like a lump. This makes for a rather hollow and lopsided relationship between RoboPet and owner. In short, the dog is a lie. Really, it's not even a dog. It's canine adjacent, an automated electronic puppet, a more adorable but less useful Roomba. For all the tricks and stunts you can teach it, the Aibo lacks much of the core functionality its warm-blooded brethren offer, like the ability to go to the park or on walks. Your Aibo will never whimper at the foot of your bed because the distance between you two is too much to bear for a night. It will never snuggle up on the couch because it needs to feel warm and safe. For as much as you may love your Aibo, it will never love you back. And for the $2,900 that Sony's asking, there are plenty of adoptable puppies and kittens across this country that will.